What's up, everyone? Long time no see. I apologize. I've been a little busy with work and with a few other side projects that I'm working on, but I wanted to make a quick video on resumes. I got quite a few questions on, any kind of resume advice. What should my resume look like? And honestly, I don't know what your resume should look like, but this is what worked for me. So I hope you enjoy the video. And please also don't forget to hit like and subscribe, comment below. Thanks, guys.
All right, so let me bring up the resume. Now, so here's the resume. Now, I edited some stuff because, well, I just felt like it, but you'll get the idea here. Now, before I really dive into this, this video is not a secret sauce guide, and I'm not saying that this is what your resume should look like. I'm just saying that this is what worked for me, and it got me a couple offers. Truth be told, you should be looking at several different resources for resume advice. Also, this is specific to getting an offensive security gig. I'm not going to pretend that I know how to make awesome resumes for supply chain or literally anything other than offsec jobs, because I believe resume styles are job specific. Sure, there are similarities, but even in security, a blue team resume may not even look like an offsec resume. Now, quick aside. So this is my own opinion, but I don't see much value in online services that help you create an effective resume. Like you see these companies, people on LinkedIn. In my opinion, resumes are industry specific, and what may work for offsec may not work for other jobs. If you're asking for resume advice, make sure you're asking someone who's doing exactly or close to what you're trying to do. If they're an experienced hiring manager or someone who's seen a lot of other resumes, even better. Now, others may claim that they know what a resume should look like, but why not ask someone who's in the industry actually doing the job that you want? Okay, so let's dig into this, and no more digressing. In the top here, here you have the objective professional summary. Now, I have mixed feelings about the objective portion, but I don't think it's terrible to have. Just don't make it too vague or lengthy, and make it interesting. This might be the first thing that someone reads. You never know. Now, so in the middle here, and I'm going to jump around a little bit, but you're going to see that I have some logos here. And I actually had some recruiters reach out to me and say, hey, your resume is great, but can you take these out? They mess up our software that parses for keywords. Well, I didn't. If these images are making the parsing software error out, they may just toss your resume, but chances are this is going to force them to actually look at your resume and not rely on that software. I took my chances and it worked out for me. Also, think about this. If you're trying to get an offensive security job, you're expected to be a disruptor, right? So, take that as you will. So, kind of in this area is the training and certifications. Now, notice how this is all spaced out. I have a lot of white space here. So the eye naturally goes to this area because it's spaced out compared to the rest of the resume. This is probably one of the most important parts of a resume specific to offensive security. Now, this is where HR is going to also see if you check the blocks, or maybe you don't, but you still have a bunch of other awesome certs that they should consider. And I split it into certs I've already obtained, which is down here, and training and certs that I'm currently going after. Of course, this resume is a little dated because I just haven't had a need to update it. Now, you should always have something that you're going after up here because it shows that you're still actively trying to learn new things, which you really should be anyway. Now, down here I have technical skills and proficiencies. Now, this is where if you lie on your resume, it will burn you. If you list something here, make sure that you know how to talk about it. I promise you, if you list something here, it's fair game to be asked, so don't be surprised. Now, below that, I put education. Obviously, Gotham City University and Night City University are not real. I'm not going to put my real info in there. But here, be careful. And I've heard people say, oh, you shouldn't add stuff that's not relevant. This is actually real. I have a Bachelor's of Science in Economics and Finance. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't decide what's relevant and what isn't. That's up to the interviewer. For example, I interviewed with a financial company for an offensive security job, and they loved my bachelor's degree, even though it has absolutely nothing to do with offensive security. So make sure you include everything. Also, make sure that you include education that's in progress as well. Like here, I'm currently pursuing my master's, so I have that noted here, but I have my rolling GPA here as well. So below that, and I won't go too deep into this, you have the professional experience area. Basically, just make sure you have 3 or more bullet points on each experience section. And I know some recruiters say that they like, and hiring managers say that they like to see quantified results versus, you know, a lot of qualitative stuff. I think it doesn't hurt to have a mixture of both. So I have like some numbers here and here, but I also do have a lot of qualitative bullet points. So last but certainly not least, and probably one of the most important pieces of your resume, is your other activities. Listen, you're in offsec where you are at the forefront of security. This is where employers will want to see what else you're doing above and beyond getting certs and degrees and having experience. Do you have a GitHub? Do you run a blog? Are you part of any organizations? Do you give back? Do you have any CVEs? What CTFs have you won? You play on Hack the Box. This is where your passion is really going to shine. Now, a couple things I do want to touch on before I cut the video. Do resumes have to be 1 page? So I used to be part of the 1 page camp, but I actually read an amazing post on LinkedIn where someone made some really valid points. Resumes used to be 1 page, largely due to the fact that it was very old school. It was a physical piece of paper that you had to carry around. But we're in the digital age now. Plus, you're applying for a job in offensive security, which lies within a lot of domains within the internet. So I think it's okay to have a 2 to 3 page resume. That way, you're not shortchanging yourself. I wouldn't say make it longer than 3 pages, because then it might be a little overboard. Now, one last thing I want to recap is on themes. So in offsec, you have to show that you're curious and that you're a continuous learner. Make that theme evident in every section of your resume. Show that you're going after more certs, like I did up here. Show that you're still continuing with your education. Show that you're pushing stuff to your Git. Show that you are actively giving back. I mean, that is so important. So that's all I had for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, got something valuable out of it. Please do me a favor, if you did like it, hit like and subscribe below. Comment if you have any questions at all. I'll see you guys soon.